Welcome back everyone, my name's Lee from Levy's Kitchen. Today I'm doing my take on the chicken and vegetable soup. We do a smoked chicken soup. So I had some leftover stock in my fridge from the Hainanese chicken that I made, and rather than throwing it, I thought I'd make a chicken and vegetable soup. And I was using a smoker today and I thought, I'm just going to put 2 of these Maryland chicken legs into the smoker as well, and that's just going to add so much flavour to this broth. So today we're going to make a smoked chicken and vegetable soup. So firstly, I've got celery from my freezer. What I do is I actually buy it once and then I will freeze it in the freezer so it's ready for use. It comes out beautifully in soups and everything, so it's a great thing to keep in the freezer while it's cheap. Then I've cut about 2 onions. This is left over from some onion rings I was doing, so I'm using that today. And then I'm just going to slice up some carrots. So I've just got the rest of my garlic here. It's just the very baby cloves, which are going to take forever to slice up. But I'd rather use them than actually throw them out. So I'm just going to chop these up. Now I've just got some bacon here that I've just defrosted. And I'm just going to slice that into some nice pieces. About 1 centimetre cubes. Now, if you don't have smoked chicken Maryland like I do, it's not the end of the world. You could just use some really good smoky bacon and that imparts so much flavour into it. So now I've got a pot heating up on high. I would love to use my enamel, but I don't think it's all going to fit into that. So that's why I'm using my non-stick today. So now that's heated, I'm going to add a little bit of oil, not too much. And I'm using extra virgin oil, olive oil there. And then we're going to add our bacon and fry that off. Once the bacon's cooked up a bit, we're going to add our onions. So I've got about 2 chopped onions here. And we're just going to cook these onions until they're nice and translucent. And release all that flavour out of it. Once the onions are cooked out a bit, we're going to add our garlic. Fry that off a little bit. And then we're going to add our carrots. We've got about 3 large carrots worth there. Once the carrots have sweat out a bit, we're going to add the celery. And the reason why I let the celery to last is because it's frozen, it's going to let out a lot of water, which won't really matter because it's a soup. But when you're trying to cook the other veggies, it will matter, so I'll put that in last. So this is equivalent to about 2 ribs of celery, large ribs. As you can see, the celery let out a lot of water, and that's why I decided to do them last. Now I'm going to add 2 blocks of my homemade tomato paste. I'll link that above. So if you're canning your own tomatoes before you throw out the scraps, you can make tomato paste out of that. To this as well, I'm going to add some bay leaves. No one knows why you actually add them, but I'm just going to add them anyway, because I know that's going to impart some flavour. So I've had my chicken Marylands cooking for about 2 hours in the smoker, Doesn't that look so good? They're not fully cooked or anything like that. We're going to finish the cooking in the actual soup. So let's add them to the soup now. So I'm going to add these Marylands, so they can impart so much flavour into it. So I have some stock already. This is leftover from the Hainanese chicken that I made the other day. And it's full of flavour. It's got ginger, it's got some spring onion in it, and it's already been salted as well. So I'm not going to put any salt into the soup just yet. I'll wait till I actually go taste it later. So I'm going to add this to it. If you don't have any chicken stock already made, you could definitely just add water to this soup and it will turn out amazing. I'll just turn the heat up on the soup, and once that comes up to a simmer, I'm going to turn it right down, and I'm going to cook it for a while. I'm going to cook this for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I think it's just going to turn out amazing. We're going to cook it until that chicken just falls off the bone, and then we can pick all that chicken off, add it to the soup. It's going to be so good. So the soup's been cooking for about an hour and a half now, and the chicken's ready to be shredded. So now I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to let it cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to shred up the chicken and add it back to the soup. So now I'm just going to run a knife through it. And now I'm going to add this back to the soup. So it looks like someone has already found out what he's having for dinner. Excuse Felix crunching in the background. So this is now ready. I'm just going to give the broth a go and see if it needs any more salt. As I said, the broth was already salted. It just has that almost taste of pea and ham soup without the pea and ham. It does need the extra salt though. That's better. Now we're ready to serve it. Now by all means you could add some beans to this, you could add pasta. I'm just going to have it as is. I don't have either in my fridge at the moment. So let's try this out. It kind of reminds me of pea and ham soup without the pea and ham in it. It's a little bit different, but it tastes amazing. That smoked chicken just elevates the flavors in that. And from a boring chicken vegetable soup, it just makes it so much better. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.